Well, thank you, and good evening, everyone. Thank you, Anne, so much for your kind introduction. And thank you for that kind introduction and for checking in on me with some of my oldest shipmates and friends. And I really also want to thank you for your own inspiration and the example that you've set and that you've provided to the generations of leaders that are following in your own footsteps. So thank you very much. Well, it is an extraordinary honor to be here with you all this evening, and it's deeply humbling to receive this award, especially alongside Secretary Walsh and as President Biden receives the Lifetime Achievement Award. I would also like to congratulate the Institute on your 10 years of inspiring and educating Americans on our democracy, on the unique role of the Senate, and the importance of civil discourse as we work together to tackle our nation's toughest challenges. You know, looking at my biography, you may not believe that I never planned to make the Navy a career. It was an NROT scholarship, some free textbooks, and a chance to see the world that drew me in. But I stayed for the mission, the opportunity to serve something greater than myself, and for the teams I was privileged to lead and be part of along the way. 40 years passed in the blink of an eye. I think it's very fitting that we're here, sitting just yards away, or steps away really, from a full mock-up of the Senate, because it was the tireless work done there by leaders like Senator Ted Kennedy and others like him that bookended my career and made everything I was able to achieve possible. You see, opportunities for women in the Navy were very limited when I was commissioned back in 1985. But that all changed on November 30th, 1993, when Congress repealed the part of the combat exclusion law that had prevented women from serving on combatant ships. I was a young lieutenant at the time, and when that happened, I could finally see the doors of opportunity start to open. And when I got my orders to be the operations officer on the USS Mooseburger, a Spruance-class destroyer, a warship, I realized that command of destroyers, destroyer squadrons, cruisers, carrier strike groups, and fleets could be in my future with hard work, the right experiences, and a commitment to excellence at sea. And if you fast forward 30 years to my Senate confirmation after being nominated by President Biden as CNO, Chief of Naval Operations number 33, on November 2nd, 2023, you can see that the very last door is now wide open. And it's open. It's open to anyone who is willing to answer the call. It's open to the talent that comes from all across the rich fabric of America, and to the talent that we need to remain the most powerful military, and indeed the most powerful nation in the world. It was truly a privilege and an honor to lead at every level of our Navy. And I can tell you firsthand that while we have the world's most lethal ships, submarines, aircraft, and weapons, it is our people that give us our true advantage. They are our secret weapon. And when they understand how they fit into the mission, there is nothing they can't do. Creating that understanding is the job of a leader. I challenged our leaders to live up to the responsibility of leading America's finest in peace, crisis, and war. To be leaders of consequence, focusing on the things that really matter, like integrity, people, teamwork, and professional excellence. To be leaders who are experts in their field and lead their teams with a blend of authenticity, courage, toughness, and compassion. And to be leaders of character who rise to meet every challenge and empower their people to do the same. I am extremely grateful to those who supported me in my journey, my family, my Navy and Joint teammates, and my many invaluable mentors and supporters along the way. I've always believed that if you can see it, you can be it, both in a person and in your own mind. And just as Senator Kennedy did throughout his life, I look forward to continuing to be that visible example and inspiring the next generation of leaders to have the courage to answer their own calling, whatever that may be, and to always believe in the power of their dreams. Thank you very much.